Hello everybody and welcome back to another episode of Ben the Human Plays Slay the Spire 2. I think I want to run it back as the Silent. I know we unlocked the Regent last time, but I kind of want to do what like we did with the first time where we lost with the Ironclad and then ran it back because I kind of got like my feet wet with how to run the Silent, and hopefully we can run a deck that is not spread over like a million archetypes. Whenever you rest at a site, gain 5 max HP. Remove 2 cards from the deck. That one's interesting. And then transform a card. Become a random card of any rarity. Let's try this one. Just like 2 basic. Like defend, strike. And then what do we got here? So there's 2 rests right in a row, which is very intriguing. You also end up having 2 rests as well. And then you could go get a rest here. So it looks like 2 rests no matter which way you go, as long as you don't go this middle route. There is a lot. This one is very interesting because you have a bunch of like those event cards. But I think I want to go like here around the shop and then up this way, and then hit 1 elite fight. Although, you know what? Let's go left. I feel like an early elite could be interesting. It might be like too much and get me killed. 1 quick block, 2 strikes. You're gonna buff yourself, so we would like to do a lot of strikes. Try not to take damage, especially because we started out by taking damage, so... Weakness is good. Double block and a strike. You're gonna buff yourself again, so now's the time. Perfect stuff. Alright, do we make it into a poison deck? Or do we just lean into attacking a lot? 4 damage to all enemies twice. I kind of want to go poison. Poison is a fun build for me. So we would like to apply poison. You're dead. I'm going to apply poison to the big guy. And then strike him. Although I probably should have struck the little guy, maybe. So you guys are putting slime in my deck. You're dead. And then I block the little guy. Not too shabby. Draw a card, a strike, perfect. Poison, done. Not so bad. Strength is okay. More poison. Noxious fumes is pretty good. I think the way... Bouncing flask is pretty nice. Because you will do 9 poison total for 2. That will... I guess it depends on how many enemies you're against. But assuming you're against like 1 to 2 enemies, like most encounters, this will take like 4 to 5 turns to build up the same amount of poison. So I'm thinking it's Bouncing Flask, especially when you upgrade Bouncing Flask. Choose a card to transform or procure random potions. I will choose a card to transform, and I will choose a basic block. Ta-da! It is Blur! It's basically the same block, but it doesn't, now block doesn't go away. So that's kind of, it's not bad. Shrinker Beetle, not a Stinker Beetle. He's gonna shrink me. But that doesn't affect a poison. So get Poison Nerd. And then Weakened. And then just a block. And now you're dead. Just poison him like crazy, just for fun. 21 poison in like 3 rounds? What was that? More poison? What is the upgrade for this guy? 7 poison, okay. I do like Escape Plan, just because like draw a card. And if you draw a skill, if we're going poison block or cards. I think Escape Plan is worth it. All right, first elite fight early on. Ooh, I hate this guy. All right, we need to get him poisoned up real fast. Does the poison spread to the guys you summon? Got a block from that. It doesn't really matter, I suppose. Be cool if the poison I put into you spreads to all of your friends. We need to kill him faster, because the more he infects us, the more our deck is in trouble. Alright, we're gonna take 6 damage from the infection, unfortunately. We happen to draw 2 of the 3 in the first go. Are you guys infected? You're not. That's annoying. Escape plan. Neutralize. I'm just gonna focus fire one of you. Block, block. And then at least we get to carry it over. So you're attacking. I would like to kill you, but there's no guarantee I will. All right, you're poisoned. I'm gonna weaken you. We're just gonna tank the damage. All right, this is a fight that scares me, especially. You need to die. I know it's overkill to put that much poison on you, but the more death, the better. Then maybe I can kill this guy before he attacks me. All right, get this infection out of here. Neutralize. That's actually fine to leave you alive, so I'm gonna go after this dude at the back. All right, we're gonna take 1 damage. This is scary. Okay, you're dead. You're dead, thank God. And then I'm going to attack you, even though you're going to do 10 damage to me, because I'm hoping I can kill you next turn and end the combat before any infections kill me. Too late. All right. Still alive. I just need 1 attack card or poison or anything. Yes, thank you. Whew. Survived with 2 health. And whenever you enter a shop, meal ticket. Fantastic. 3 times, every 3 times you apply. Woo. Okay. Because that doesn't that synergize with Bouncing Flask really well? I know we only have 2 HP, so we might die immediately to the Vine Shambler. Weaken him. Need to block 8 damage, which is what Survivor will do. Kick this out and then poison him. Great. Still alive. Now he's doing 8 damage, which means we are going to die. I should have vulnerabled. Although I don't think there's any way we could have killed him. We have exactly... Well, not exactly, because we would need 9 HP to survive. Jeez Louise. Well, maybe the key is we shouldn't, the key is we shouldn't go for, elites that early. That does seem a little... Maybe we were a little prospective there. Once a source of clean water for the Spire, the Underdogs falls into disrepair. Aggressive sea creatures emerge from its depths, making a home in the maze-like passages. A fetid stench emanates from the grate leading to the Underdogs. The slimy waters call to you. Did we unlock another character? The slime monster? Unknown. All right. Once more unto the breach. The Golden Pearl, lots of money. Rare card, or transform one of your strikes and one of your defends and lose HP. Let's just get a rare card. Weak enemies take double damage. Is that what that said? Nice. Okay. So weakness and lots of attacks. And then don't fight an elite early. That was foolhardy. I like this path that leads you to shop, rest, 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 elite, and then boss. One elite is good, I think. And maybe shivs would be good with this too. Weaken the sea punk. That's a great name. I like it. And we're looking for weakness too. We have the one thing that deals weak. Tracking didn't show up. Although I guess we could power now. And then just tank for a turn. So now when we weaken him, he'll take twice the damage, which is what, weak? Speak of the devil. Look at that. Throw a block out there just for fun. So the name of the game is weakness. So we can do 18 damage, you're dead. Nice. What do we got? Free damage, damage sly. So if we want to go into a discard deck, at the end of your turn, I think we just take slice and then kick out a basic strike or something. Glow water potion. Exhaust your hand and draw 10 cards. Or the Fresnel lens. Lose HP whenever you add a card that gains block to your deck. Enchant it with nimble. Sure. I know it was max HP that we sacrificed for that, but maybe we can... It's early enough we could work it back, perhaps? And it's early enough that we haven't really added any block cards to our deck. So we would like to weaken you. And then slap you a couple times. And you're close to being dead next turn. We've been frailed. You're dead. Block. Oh, I stunned your friend. When an enemy dies, Corpse Slug immediately eats it and becomes stunned and gains a bunch of strength. So I don't know if I would have... I guess I could have played the weakness one, but I'm not sure it would have really worked out. You're doing 14 damage to me? Probably should have struck you instead of trying to block a little bit of it, but this is great. Shouldn't I have done double damage to you, or did it not work the way I thought it would? Either way, you're dead now. Gain dex, that's nice. 5 damage for each skill in your hand. Prepared is nice, because I like draw and discard. And prepared plus is 2 and 2, which can be really good. Toadpole. Okay. You're doing 7 damage to me. Now you're doing no damage to me. Oh, you've applied thorns. That's yucky. Oh, we didn't have tracking last time. That's why the weakness didn't really apply. Okay, now things are looking a little scary. Let's take our dex potion. Let's go prepared. Kick out the strike. Neutralize. This kills you. And then we gain 10 block. Alright, you lost your thorns, so that's nice. So we just strike you until you're dead. Poison is triggered an additional time. Well, we're not really doing a poison deck. Leading strike plus is damage plus shiv. I'll take that. And then we would like to kick out just a basic strike, I think. Be gone. And what do we got? Dagger throw is a good card because it's damage, draw, discard. Memento Mori. Deal 8 damage and deals 4 additional damage for each card discarded this turn. Okay. Anticipate. Sly. We don't really... I'm not really doing a sly deck. We're not doing poison. At the start of your turn, return this card to your hand. Okay. So you just always do bolus attack? I think we save our money for now. I'd like to get something that applies weak, which I just realized is what you do. We don't have the money for that. All right, let's upgrade some stuff. What do you do? 10 damage. 2 and 2 is pretty nice with prepared plus. 9 damage. Tracking being a 1-cost card makes it a lot easier to get out there early. Gain max HP and take 3 damage, or just heal 10. I think we'd want to like work on getting our max HP back. Yeah, let's linger. 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 Forever. How long can we stay here? One more. Okay, let's leave. I think we actually have more HP than we started with now. Because didn't we start with 67? Let's get a quick rest in there, get some of our HP back. I think that was a good trade to get our max HP back from what we had before. At the start of your second turn, gain 14 block. That seems useful. I think I want to rest going into this fight because I'm afraid I'm going to fight the... This is not a guy I've seen before. I was afraid I was going to fight the guy who summons all the wriggle little monsters back. Weak enemies take double damage. Prepare. I'm going to kick out a strike. Doing 17 damage to me is a lot. All right, so if we get it below 70, he gets stunned. So now you're doing 9 damage, and I've already gained a bunch of block from my ability. I would have liked the ability that let me hold on to my block. 24 damage. Good grief. Oh, we didn't quite get him to 70. At least the weakness helped. So you're gonna be stunned this turn. You know what I should do? Let's tank the 9 and then stun him next turn because we can block him this turn. And hopefully we can do a lot of damage this turn. Leading strike into a shiv. Strike, shiv, prepared. Hey, another strike is great. That was a good turn. I felt good about that one. And now he's gonna debuff me. Strike, slice, survivor, defend. What's the debuff? A million vulnerable is horrifying. Oh, we killed him. Thank God for the weakness. Hey, a weak potion if once we've got our tracker thing on. Pretty good. What does that say? Whenever you shuffle, draw a card. Hey. Shivs deal additional damage? Sure. If we only have the one Shiv card, but I'd like more Shiv cards. Oh, you know what? It's got to be follow through. Just more weakness because of our power. You guys look familiar. I feel like I've seen the calcified cultist in Slay the Spire 1. Good first round. He's buffing himself, but I'm hoping I can kill you next turn. Unfortunately, I have to spend a full extra card on you, but that's fine. All right, what do we got? Survivor for sure. Kick out the basic strike. I would like damage to all enemies if the last card you played this turn was a skill apply weak to all enemies. So it was. So I'd like to apply weak, kill you. And we blocked all the thorns damage. I'm feeling good about this. Another accuracy? What's the upgrade to accuracy? 6 damage from shivs. Okay. I want to make this into kind of a shiv deck. Slice is removed. The card in the above option is randomized. I don't like that. We lose HP and then it's randomized. I don't really care about getting a random card, so we'll just let Slice go by the wayside. Sorry, Slice. What the hell are you? Phantasmal Gardener? First time it's hit, it gains 6 block. Okay, well, we just need to overwhelm one of you then. Accuracy. Then prepared. Which allows us to follow through. And make all of them weak. And then play tracking. Because we want to get that power going. You're doing no damage and then 8 damage total. Okay. Ouchies. Now you strengthened yourself. Okay. Weak you. It's 12 damage. It's not enough to kill you. So block just to keep myself relatively in the game. Right, now I'll be able to kill you. I think. Yes. Just with the basic. Well, I think it would be better to kill him with the Shiv, even though it's a bit of an overkill with the 16. Because then I can block all of your damage that's coming out. You're strengthening yourself, so keep that in mind. Follow through after a prepared is actually really good. Because it applies weakness to everybody. So now you're doing 11 damage to me. I know this is a bit of a slow play. But my HP being in the situation it is, I'm a little worried. But it gives us options to do stuff like this. Guess that didn't really matter. Do I want to throw weakness at you? I think I do. Because that'll allow me to kill you next turn, and I took less damage. We're only doing... Oh, nice, we got him. Upon pickup, upgrade 2 random skills. Sure. Prepared. I would have preferred if it had been Survivor, if we're being honest. But getting the prepared instead of another defend is actually great. So you can't be too cheeky about it. Oh, this is really nice. Draw a card, and if you draw a skill, gain 5 block instead of just 3 block. And then you kick it up to 7. Dodge and roll is also really nice, too. I think we'll go dodge and roll, because that allows us to kick out just like a normal block. And then let's get some rest before we fight the boss. Otherwise, we're asking for trouble here. You are a crying waterfall. You are going to buff yourself. So, accuracy. Just discard. I mean, we don't need the defense, so I guess kick all those out. The Shiv does extra damage, and then we hit you as hard as we can. Steam Eruption. When killed, deals 15 damage at the end of your next turn. Okay, so it's good to keep in mind. So you're going to do 15 damage to me. We dodge roll. Follow through, which applies weakness. And then we track. And you've weakened me, which is rude, but I can apply weak again. I think we just go normal weak, and then I think I just hit you with follow through just to do some damage to you. Okay, all of our weakness is worn off. You're going to heal yourself. That's kind of annoying. How much? Oh, 15's not so bad. Okay, this guy's not terrible. Yeah, prepared, which is a skill. Kick out strike. So just play it. So you're gonna play, and then we're gonna play follow through for sure to apply the weakness. Then survivor. We're at 8. I think I would like to do a leading strike, just to get the maximized damage out there. He's gonna do 7 damage to me, but I think that's okay. Another weakness. Dodge roll. You do 3 damage to me in exchange for 12 damage. I think that's fine. Now, defend to gain 8 block. Prepared. Those aren't really the cards I was hoping to draw. Just you two, I guess. And then strike. And then do I want to let him do 1 damage to me for 6? I suppose. 10 damage, so let's dodge roll, follow through. So it's 7 damage now. He's like doing 1 damage to me repeatedly, and my fear is that it's like slowly gonna chip me down, but I think it's okay. Oh, I didn't realize your steam eruption was getting stronger. That's a terrifying thing, because we'll have to block like crazy in the last fight to be able to kill you. Did 36 damage to you at least. So steam eruption got stronger again. Follow through to weaken him. Ouch. Especially with the steam eruption that high. Oh boy. Oh, I think we're probably gonna bite it when he finally... Yeah, because the steam eruption keeps getting higher. I didn't realize that that was happening. Weakness. Draw some cards, I suppose. So that killed him. So he's stunned now. At the end of your next turn. So next turn we have a chance to block like crazy. We got a defend plus. We got an 8. We have to kick out the leading strike and then another 6. So what are we up to? We are 46. The we made it by the skin of our teeth. Draw 7 cards, randomize the cost. I don't know if I like Sneck Oil necessarily, but I can't believe we actually lived. That's bonkers. I do like murder. Your next skill is played an extra time. Okay, that would be kind of cool if you could double it up with dodge roll. The start of your turn, draw a card and discard a card. This almost like feels like we would want to start picking up Sly cards again. Because I'm not like in love with any of our skill cards other than this one being pretty good. I think we'll go Tools of the Trade. I do like powers. I think they're pretty good. And I think we're going to pause there. Well, you know what? Let's see if I can get my... We're going to pause after I get to the first rest site. So if I can get to the first rest site, we'll pause there. But we'll see if I even do. Let's give it a shot. Let's go right-hand side here. Oh, I got to talk to you. Oh, right. We get healed. Never mind. We're going to pause it here. I forgot. I'll enchant all strikes with... oh my god. Tezcatara's Ember costs 0 and Eternal. Add Brightest Flame. We lose a max HP every time we use it. I don't like that. Or gain energy at the start of a turn. It extinguishes at the end of Act 3. So Pumpkin Candle is kind of like a boost for Act 2, but then it goes away. I kind of like this one's interesting. Like all of a sudden our strikes are just free. So they're like free shivs. That's kind of cool. And yeah, I guess I'll stick with what I said. Let's get to the first campsite, and then we'll pause the episode there since we died early on. Otherwise, this will be like a 2-hour episode. Okay, so we would like to weaken you. I'd like to kill you if I can. That worked out pretty well. We didn't get to play Tools of the Trade, but we did weaken all of you so that none of you actually harmed me. And now we can start killing you guys, like, mightily. Oh, you're not weakened. Ah, well, I can kill you, even though you're not damaging me. Block. Oh, I forgot. We got 14 damage, or 14 block at the start of our second turn. All right, upgrade our shivs. Kick out a block since nobody's actually attacking us this turn. And then we go 7 on you, 8 to kill, 6, 6, 6. I'm liking how this is kind of working out. And then we go defend and that. I guess I could have killed you just with just a basic strike. Slot. Ooh, okay. Gain energy with the Sly Tactician, but a Sucker Punch doing weakness. And then you could apply 2 weakness if you upgraded it. I think Tactician is cool though, because because things are so cheap, we can start like building a discard deck around it. And we have a lot of money, so let's pop into the shop real quick. I'm gonna kick out a basic defend. We got random card in your pile gains replay 2. No attacks in your hand, draw cards. Damage to all enemies twice. Sly deals 7 damage to all enemies. Gain 8 block, add a shiv. I did want to get shivs. First hand you draw is upgraded would have been cool. Can I sell things to this guy? No, you can just discard them. Triple your block. Apply weak and vulnerable. I'm gonna grab that one. And then get on the road. We got a couple more fights here before we get to our first rest. Mr. Praying Mantis? Aha! Immediately rewarded by discarding Tactician. And you're doing 17 damage to me. I'm going to kick out a block. What does Eternal do? Cannot be removed or transformed from your deck. Okay. So gain block, add shiv. Play accuracy first. Then we go shiv, strike, strike, tools of the trade, survivor. And then we take 1 damage. And you've swiped my Tactician, which is annoying as heck. We'll kick out a normal defend. We track. We neutralize. Leading strike. Shiv for 16. And then dodge roll for next turn. Choose something to discard. I suppose just the defend. Because if we strike him 5 times, he gets stunned. So 1 strike. Draw and discard. 2, 3, 4. And he lived, unfortunately. You do 15 damage to me. This will you'll do 1 damage to me. 2 more turns. I think you will die very shortly here. Again, block, add shiv. Shiv kills you. Take your card back. How dare you take Tactician from me. Gain 6 block, dodge roll again, or flick. You know what? I did say, like, because we're starting to get into these discard a lot of cards, we can We can think about doing Sly cards. And he immediately rewarded for Tactician. Follow through to put weakness on everybody. And unfortunately, we don't have our weakness power just yet. So we go defend, defend. And then which one of you do I want to kill first? I feel like it's Bullbug. The Nectar Bullbug. He's like, I feel like you heal yourself. You got stunned, which is kind of interesting. Weakness. Leading strike. I kind of want to do Snecko Oil. I was going to say, just to see if we got some zero-cost cards in there. You lived with one. It's okay, you're not going to hurt me. Discard it. Oh, I didn't even think about that. That one automatically just gives us a free energy. That's so cool. All right, we discard you to damage 9 enemies. 9 enemies to damage all enemies for 9. I don't think we want the defend because you're dead. This will let me kill you. And I play you last for sure, because then I don't have to discard anything. Do I want to apply weak? I should have applied the vulnerable to you first, so I'm just going to tank it as punishment to myself. Basic block kick out. And then we go Cloak and Dagger, Shiv, Leading Strike, Shiv, Strike. I'm liking how this deck is kind of coming together. Backflip is gain block and draw 2. Deal 12 damage and the next skill you play is 0. It's pretty good, but it's not as good as our. Although this would be 32 if they were weak. And then what would, but we don't have like really expensive skills. Although just like free skills is nice. Essentially, it ends up being a 1 cost if we have skills we want to play. So maybe that's actually not that bad. But the like 10 block and 2 cards is pretty good already. And it's already upgraded. I think we'll go backflip. Just drawing more cards is nice. And then we're almost to the rest spot. What do we got? So you guys are doing a lot of attacks. And I think I want to apply weak to all of you, or maybe it doesn't matter. You're doing 3, so a total of 19, which is a lot of damage. We could turn it into 13, which is not that big of a change. So maybe we just like hit you really hard and then set yourself up to be killed next turn. A lot of damage to me, but discard the flick, flack, or do we discard? We discard Tactician because it's way more expensive. And we lead with this Survivor and then discard the flick flack. Then we follow through. And then we strike you because you're closest to death, and then none of you can harm me this turn. I'm liking how our decks kind of come together. I don't know if it was entirely intentional, but we've done a pretty good job. So 9 damage coming out. I don't think we need the defend plus. We definitely want to get tracking out there. We definitely want to play backflip to just draw 2. Neutralize to hit you and then hurt you for a lot. And then Cloak and Dagger. We gain a Shiv, which can kill you. Then Prepared, which allows us to play none of these. I just realized we didn't have any energy left. I thought I could play you. That's okay. I think we should be able to kill you this turn. Discard Tactician. Weaken you. No, backflip's not what we wanted. There we go. A block potion is great news. Skewer is interesting. Another Sly card is great. Just because of our ability to discard a card at the beginning of every turn. And I'm pretty happy with what we're doing. I actually think it would be fine to get our Smith in here. 2 shivs. 0 cost for tools of the trade. Oh, we gotta go Tactician plus. 2 energy instead of 1 energy when we always discard that card. And then we'll pause the episode there. I hope you guys enjoyed it. I think we're on the right path considering where we started the beginning of the episode. So I hope you guys enjoyed it. If you did, please click the like button. It helps me out a lot. If you want to see more episodes of Slay the Spire 2 or the other videos I have going on the channel, subscribe to the channel. Make sure you have your notifications on so you know when the next videos go live. But until next time, everyone, I hope you had a good one, and I'll see you in the next video. Bye-bye, everybody.